You know, hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Actually, I don't hear your voice. Can you please speak up, Huda?
Okay, I guess there's a problem with my laptop. Anyway, I'm just saying that any tips for the teachers and the students for this coming period? Any tips you want to share with them?
Yeah, I think, yes, they have to, I think they have to explore more kind of platforms for interaction. And the best, I think the future will bring blended learning, because blended learning will be a kind of face-to-face and online, which will be the safest way. But still, I think that the best thing to do in the coming period of time is simply maybe try to familiarize not just teachers, but also parents. And this is what I said to the ministry and people working in the ministry, that it's very important to provide like parent training for parents to know how to follow up with their kids. Not just kids, actually, maybe students in the middle school or high school. Still, parents need to follow up with them. Parents themselves need to be tech savvy to check whether the students are doing the assignments. And by the way, one of the positives of online learning is that you are preparing children for you know, the usage of technology, how to do a presentation, how to open a Word file. So I think both parents, students, teachers have to get training, the three of them. That's it.
You know, the topic of our coming webinar, inshallah, will be reflective parenting. We'll be talking more about parenting in the times of the corona. So we need to include this as well, that parents need to get some
Yeah,
training,
parents in the, yes, parents in the age of the corona. Yes, because there's a lot of follow-up activities, and there are lots of follow-up activities by the parents, and at the same time they need to do something like a checklist to see if their kids are progressing or not. Teachers now, as parents, have to must have some of the pedagogical knowledge about the learning outcomes. So teachers have to send them something like, by the end of this week, these are the learning outcomes, and kind of parents have to check, even if they are busy. Okay. They can check with their kids, what have you done? Can you show me? Now, with the online, they can have something like a recording that shows what the kids have done. That's it. So I think that would be, make the whole learning process measurable through recording and online learning.
Okay, okay.
I have a question, sorry. So what platforms are used in Egypt? Like what platforms are used by schools? Like, do they use Google Classroom?
Yeah.
Like
usually Zoom and LMS, but mainly LMS now. And some of them use Kahoot. Kahoot as well.
No, I mean I'm sorry, when I said the platform, I mean the LMS. So is it
Microsoft Team
Moodle,
as well.
Google Classroom?
Google Classroom, Zoom, Microsoft Team.
And Google Classroom and Zoom as well, yes.
Yeah, and how do parents track students' progress?
No, usually.
Like, is there a website?
No, interaction with the teachers themselves, because teachers have a platform that can help them track the attendance and absence, and they send the reports to the parents. Usually parents are quite busy working, and by email, as Mahitab is saying.
They send reports on
Muhammad Adib, yes.
on WhatsApp, you just send the reports to us.
Yeah, of course there are WhatsApp groups as well.
Basically, yeah, here the interaction in the US is through, so there is Google Classroom, and also there is Jupyter. So it's a platform where parents and students can see the assignments, the classes. There are many. There's also another one that my kids used to use, but I don't remember its name. So I think it's a good thing also to, I don't know if there are also webinars for like those people who are responsible for schools, like principals or stuff. It's like maybe there's something that can be done in Egypt where a big platform that can, where all teachers, they can teach on it, like Google Classroom, where Yeah, you know, this actually would reduce time and effort. Like if every teacher actually here in the US, most of them they create their own Google Classroom, but they integrate it into the school's classroom. So, you know, the parents wouldn't be like,
Mm.
no, not this is Jupyter Python. No, 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 this is Python. No, Jupyter Ed is something different. Yeah, this is Jupyter. This is a browser for Python coding. So Jupyter is something else. It's called Jupyter Ed. And there was also another one. I don't remember its name. These platforms, actually, most schools here use it. And because most schools use it, so it's very cheap for, yeah, it's very cheap for schools. And also, but by the way, so Jupyter Ed, each student, each school has a different one. Has a, so can I show you something? Can I share my screen?
Sure, sure.
Let me just. Okay, sorry.
Some of the messages here, they say they use Classera, something called Classera, Google Classrooms.
Okay, so this is Infotech. This is one of the schools. And I usually open it on, yeah, so Jupyter Grades. Okay, so these are students, academics, parents. Okay, this is a public school. Okay, it's public high school. And so when you open it, I don't have access now to the credentials, to the username and password. I'm sorry, the internet is slow. So once you log in, yeah, so name or ID. So whether you are a student, a parent, a sub-teacher, a CTA, a staff, you put your name, password, okay, and then you log in. And once you log in, you see the assignments, the notifications of the teachers. You also, some schools, they also show you a bar chart of the student progress in terms of all the standards. So they create standards and then they base. So for English, for example, there are 9 standards. For each standard, there is a progress report. One of the standards, for example, were growth mindset. Growth mindset. If you know, what's her name? She's a Stanford University professor. She wrote a very famous book about growth mindset. I don't remember her name now, but this book is very famous. And actually, this is one of the things that this is a recommended book that you read for reading about growth mindset and how to create a population of students in terms of growth mindset, because actually good students are not are not the ones who are intelligent. They are the ones who have the growth mindset. They are the ones who accept the challenge.
Okay, that's really interesting, Amani. I don't know. I don't want to leave you guys. I'm learning a lot, and I'm really feeling. I feel that I benefited a lot from this session. So I guess we need another webinar, right? We need to meet a lot. Okay, thank you so much, Amani, and thank you, Muhammad. Thanks a lot. This was really beneficial, and we really want to see you more. We want to see you more on our page. And please, for the attendees, thank you very much for attending. And please don't hesitate if you feel you want to share anything with us on our page, Coaching and Teacher Training. We want to create a community that would make such times the best times, not the worst times. Remember Charles Dickens's quote? So we need to make this the best times, where we gather together, where we share things together and grow together as teachers. Thank you so much, and wish to see you soon, all of you. Hope you really benefited from our session. All right. Again, thanks to our distinguished speakers, Dr. Muhammad Khalil and Amani. Thank you so much. And we want to see you more. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Waiting for the feedback on the page. Okay. Yeah. So let's leave the meeting.
Yeah. If I ended the meeting, everybody will leave.
Please
that
do.
okay?
Please do. Khalas, time.
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
time's up. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you,
everyone.
Amin. See you soon. All
See
right.
you.